The Queen's pastry chefs have provided a rare insight into Christmas preparations at Buckingham Palace, including 2 very elaborate mince pie recipes. Palace cooks prepare 2 different varieties of mince pies totaling 1,200 for every event, 1 traditional with puff pastry and 1 slightly smaller pie topped with flaked almonds. In a blog post shared on the royal family's official website on Monday, royal pastry chef Catherine Cuthbertson and chef de partie Victoria Scuffham, who have 17 years' experience between them, lifted the lid on their tricks of the trade. These include the importance of having cold hands when preparing the pastry, adding a healthy dose of sherry and seasoning with orange zest, just a few of the 19 different ingredients that go into the mince pies. They also reveal the mincemeat is prepared months in advance and stored in the pantry to give them a head start before the festive season gets underway. While Cuthbertson's top tip is to give yourself plenty of time, Scuffham highlighted the importance of ensuring your pastry is the right consistency, adding, "Pastry is not something that likes to be rushed." Palace chefs regularly cater for charities and organizations with links to the royal family, and guests will be treated to iced gingerbread biscuits during one such event, being held this week. Another festive favorite in the palace is Sable's a la confiture, better known as Jammy Dodgers, which are made with homemade jam. Lucky guests will also feast on chocolate ralade, which is cut up into slices and served to guests on silver platters, according to the blog post. Former royal chef Darren O'Grady has previously revealed the Queen adores dark chocolate, hates garlic, and that Princes William and Harry loves McDonald's Happy Meals. All the recipes are included in Royal Collection Trust's book, Royalties, Seasonal Recipes from Buckingham Palace. Royal Palace mince pies: ingredients for the mincemeat: zest and some juice of 1 unwaxed lemon zest, and some juice of 1 unwaxed orange, 2 tablespoons brandy, 1 tablespoon of port, 1 tablespoon of rum, 1 tablespoon of sherry, 120 grams, 1 cup, salt 160 grams, 3/4 cup, golden sultanas 100 grams, a half cup, raisins 100 grams, a half cup, mixed peel 100 grams, a half cup, currants, a half teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a half teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 2 teaspoon ground cloves 160, 6 ounces, russet apples, peeled and grated 500 grams, 1 pound 2 ounces, sweet pastry, egg washed for sticking, lids on the bases, granulated sugar for the top of the mince pies, before baking, icing sugar for dustingequipment, 12 hole non-stick shallow baking tray mince pie tin 32x 24 cm 12. 5x9 fluted or plain cutters method. Place all the dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl and stir. Then add all the liquid and grated apple and allow to soak for at least 1 week in a 1 kilogram Kilner jar set in the fridge or pantry. Preheat the oven to 190 degrees centigrade, 375 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 5. Roll the sweet pastry into a sheet approximately 2 to 3 millimeters thick, place on a tray, and allow to rest in the fridge. Once rested, cut tops and bottoms for your mince pies using fluted or plain cutters, selecting sizes to fit your tin. Place the pie bases into the tin and prick them with a small knife or fork to prevent the pastry from rising during the baking. Spoon a teaspoon of the homemade mincemeat into the base and egg wash the edge of the pastry to enable the lids to stick. Place the mince pies in the fridge to rest for another 30 minutes, then add a pastry top to each egg, washing it and pricking a small hole in the top to allow the steam to escape. Sprinkle with granulated sugar. Place the baking tray on the middle shelf of the preheated oven and bake the pies for about 15 minutes or until the pastry turns golden and the mincemeat starts to boil slightly. Remove from the oven and allow to cool slightly before taking the pies out of their tin. Sprinkle the mince pies with icing sugar and serve immediately. To add a festive feel, the mince pie tops could be shaped with a star cutter or perhaps a holly-shaped cutter.